Good afternoon, friends and family of our graduates. We are here to honor the graduating class of 2010. This class has earned a total of over $17 million in scholarship monies this year. And I might add the most ever in the history of Mound High School. At this time, our opening remarks will be given by Ashley Wenzel, a member of our top 25 honor graduates.
Good afternoon, and welcome to what is sure to be another world-class event brought to you by the Mound High School class of 2010. We've sent out the announcements, purchased the caps and gowns, and been counting the days since freshman year. And now the moment has finally arrived. Graduation. It seemed to take such an incredibly long time to get here, but suddenly it feels as if no time has passed at all. I feel like the first day of high school could have been yesterday. All the excitement, the nerves, the questions. Yet here we are, nearly done, ending the same way we started, at the beginning of something new. So let's go through this ceremony keeping one thing in mind. Graduation is not the end. It's only the beginning.
Thank you, Ashley. At this time, I will ask for our award-winning junior ROTC cadets to move into position at this time. I will also ask all of you to remain standing, or please stand, for our invocation to be led by Denise Baker, student body president. Then remain standing for the presentation of our colors, our national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance. Gentlemen, at this time, would you please remove your caps?
Please bow your heads. Dear God, we appreciate you giving us the gift of knowledge. And as we reach this milestone, we ask you to guide us as we walk across the stage and into a new chapter of our lives. Please continue to bless us with the strength and support that got us through these last 40 years. Help us remember that we are the future, and what we do today will affect what we do tomorrow. Thank you for the memories and friendships we made with our fellow classmates, teachers, and administrators, and most importantly, for giving us amazing parents. Without them, we would not be who we are today. Father, please bless us and love us so we can continue to better ourselves and deepen our knowledge. We are thankful that we live today, that we have persevered to reach this moment, and that we have been blessed to witness and participate in these ceremonies. In this we pray. Amen. Now please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
At this time, I would like to recognize our special guests and dignitaries who are here with us this afternoon. I ask that they stand as I introduce them, and I ask that you please hold your applause until the end of the introduction. We are honored today to have the following members of our nationally recognized school board. Ms. Carol Kyer, President, Ms. Vernell Gregg, Vice President, Ms. Amber Fulton, Secretary, Mr. Tom Ferguson, Ms. Julie Bowdy, Mr. Jeff Knapp, Ms. Brenda Latham. The distinguished members of our administration are Dr. Jerry Roy, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Dennis Winborn, Deputy Superintendent, Mr. Alan King, Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Linda Haynes, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Mr. Brant Buck, Assistant Superintendent of Student Services, Dr. Penny Riddell, Superintendent of Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment, Mr. Greg Veal, Assistant Superintendent of Technology, Dr. Harry Crenshaw, located in the back, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, Dr. Kevin Rogers, also located in the back, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, Mr. Dean Tackett, Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Education, and Mr. Larry Williams, Assistant Superintendent of Facilities and Construction. Thank you all for your leadership. At this time, I would like to introduce an outstanding young lady, our senior class president. And at this time, I would ask you to help me welcome up Miss Tammy Hong.
Welcome graduates, family, friends, teachers, and administrators to the commencement of the Flower Mound High School Senior Class 2010. Every year, Flower Mound High School can boast about its many accomplishments, and this year is no different. This is the year that we became the largest exemplary high school in Texas, the year that Connor Adams became the state champion in track and field. The year that 26 students went on to become National Merit Scholars, and the year that Trenton Lane was one of 2 students appointed to the United States Naval Academy by Congressman Michael Burgess. Our list of accomplishments could go on, but I know we are all anxious to walk across the stage. All of these accomplishments were possible for our students, but none of them achievable without help from our family, friends, and staff. When we were discouraged, our family was there to guide us the right way. When we were dejected, our friends were there to pick us up and continue in the direction we were headed. When we were defeated, our teachers were there to encourage us to reach higher than our limits. Thank you for all the cereal poured, for all the shoulders to cry on, and for all the lessons taught. You have made an impact on our lives, and we cannot thank you enough. So take today to not only congratulate our graduates, but also yourselves, because we would not be here without you. Once again, welcome to the commencement of the Flower Mound High School Senior Class of 2010.
Thank you, Tammy. At this time, I'd like to recognize a very special young man, our salutatorian. Mr. Anirudh Sharma is the son of Ravi and Narapama Sharma. At this time, please help me welcome our salutatorian, Anirudh Sharma.
It's an honor to be here today. I have spent these past 4 years studying harder than necessary, staying up later than necessary, and being shut up in my room for long periods of time without human contact. All for what? All to be remembered as the guy who didn't quite finish first. And thank you. And to be forced to write a speech in the last few weeks before graduation. I procrastinated and even tried emailing the White House a couple times to see if President Obama could give the speech for me. And my question to him is, where was my bailout when I needed it? Thanks. But I'm finally here, my friends, and so are you. We've all braved through the challenges of Flower Mound. We've had to work hard in school, athletics, and the arts. We've had to meet new people and interact with those different from us, and we've all triumphed in the face of the harsh reality of Flower Mound, Texas. Okay, maybe that last part was an exaggeration. But, in all truth, each and every one of us has struggled at least once with something in the pursuit of some goal. High school, regardless of how you felt about your days at Flower Mound, was a time of change, development, and the overcoming of obstacles. On our journey to college, let us not forget the memories and lessons of high school. Yes, we should feel happy at the thought of prom, football games, homecomings, summer vacations. And we must also remember the people we met, the lessons we learned, and the ideas we encountered. My mom always told me when I was feeling regretful that I should not dwell too much on the past, that what is done is done. I'm not sure if I still believe her, but while that may be true, I wanted to take this time to congratulate some of the many amazing organizations at Flower Mound. So feel free to cheer every time I say an organization's name. All right, here's to our football team that played other teams made up of guys who I thought were definitely not in high school. Here's to the band that I heard practicing every morning before school. That takes dedication. Thank you. Here's to the UIL teams who made it to state. We're all secretly jealous of you guys. Here's to the theater that put on what was arguably the best rendition of Beauty and the Beast ever performed. Here's to the orchestra that gave me the opportunity to play the cello for 3 years. And here's to the LEAP program for helping me meet some of the most interesting people and for helping me meet some of my closest friends. Here's to the basketball team, the swim team, the bowling team, the golf team. The list is pretty much endless. We obviously have talent and perseverance at Flower Mound High School. And we have a lot to be thankful for. We can thank the seemingly endless supply of fitness centers we have in this city for people like me to feel stronger than they actually are. We can thank the Highland Village Mall for being one of the few remotely fun things to do in this otherwise boring city. And we can thank Starbucks for providing us with an excuse to drink overpriced coffee and act like we were actually getting something done. Without you, Flower Mound would not be the same. Before I finish, I wanted to thank some very important people in my life. Thanks to all the teachers who put in the extra time to help their students. Mr. Yates, I think I remember more of your crazy stories than actual calculus. I wish I'd actually listened to the actual important stuff, but Mr. Kenny and Mr. Orlov, when it feels as though the world has conspired to defeat me, I will remember Dead Poet Society, Carpe Diem, Seize the Day. Mr. Creighton and Mr. Turner, I still feel the joy at the thought of actually surviving both of your classes. And I don't expect college to be any more difficult than Junior Leap. And Miss Crabtree, looking back, Life of Pi was actually kind of all right. Thanks to all my friends for being here for me. I really can't thank you guys all enough. All you guys everywhere, thank you. And I wanted to give a special thanks to my friend Abhijit for lending me his old cap and gown when I frantically realized that I'd forgotten to purchase my own. And most of all, I wanted to thank my family. They're sitting right over there. Let's all turn to look at them. Right there, wave your hands. All right. I'm your #1 fan, and I hope you know that I still remember mostly everything you've taught me over the years. I'll miss you both dearly in college, and I owe my success to you. All right. Yeah, thank you. Okay, and I think I've wasted enough of your time. I wanted to end this speech with an interesting Lewis Carroll quote I found while perusing Wikipedia one day. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. I'm not entirely sure how that relates to this graduation, but it definitely makes the future sound like a less hostile place. So, congratulations, class of 2010. I'll be signing autographs in the back. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a hard act to follow right there. Now I would like to introduce our internationally acclaimed choir and band as they honor our senior class with 2 pieces of music. Our choir is under the direction of Dr. Mark Rohr, while our band is under the direction of Mr. Rob Myers. Thank you, choir and band. One of the most distinctive awards in high school is that of valedictorian. This year's recipient posted an impressive final GPA of 118.25 out of a possible 120. She is the daughter of John. I agree. Yes. She is the daughter of John and Christine Kinzer, this year's valedictorian of the 2010 senior class at Flower Mound High School. Please help me welcome Miss Holly Kinzer.
Thank you. Before I begin, I would of course want to congratulate all the graduates here today for making it this far. I would also like to know who exactly started the tradition of having the nerdiest person in the school make a speech in front of a large group of people who want to leave as soon as possible, all while wearing something that looks like a giant blue garbage bag. Naturally, I try to think of as many things as possible that I could do at graduation to avoid actually making a speech, such as leading a class-wide fist pump or crowd surfing. Unfortunately, the first is kind of dangerous in this tight space, and the second violates the catch and release rule, as we all know. So here I am, hoping that I can make it through my speech, with at least half of you still awake, and at least 5 of you not bored out of your minds. I struggle to find something that all 735 of us have in common, besides being world class. We all took different paths these last 4 years, explored different interests, hung out with different groups, and made different memories of high school. However, I'm sure we can all relate to some of the more unpleasant aspects of high school. The desperate search for a parking spot at 8:43 in the morning, the frustration of being just drug tested for the 3rd time in the past week, or the aching hunger caused by 36 weeks of D-lunch. We've all felt the pressure to fit in, the stress of maintaining good grades, and the panic of realizing you spent 5 hours on Facebook and 30 minutes on your actual research paper. And we can't forget our first year of high school, where we entered the building as scrawny, socially awkward freshmen with bad acne and a bad haircut to match. Or maybe that was just me. But here we all are now as seniors, and what I've said doesn't even begin to describe all the memorable experiences of the last 4 years. We've had more unexpected snow days than any Texan should, seen Nemo Baker become president of his 50th organization, and attended hundreds of football games, dances, and pep rallies. We've gone to Televators concerts, given blood, and watched our talented theater students put on an amazing performance of Beauty and the Beast. We've even enjoyed time with our teachers, whether it be laughing at Mr. Orlop's jokes about his baldness, watching Mr. Dalek run down the hallway in his lab coat, or listening to Mr. Yates tell that story about how he fell out of a truck for the 3rd time. We've made mums and garters, lifelong friends, and most importantly, made a difference in the lives of others through both generous donations and volunteering. There's been too many spirit days, game days, and failed senior skip days to count. I think it's safe to say we've all had some great times here at Flower Mound High School. It's hard to look back on these past 4 years without seeing that most of us have changed. We're more confident, more experienced, and with the exception of a few of us, a little bit taller than when we first stepped foot in FMHS. As freshmen, we often wondered where our classes were, who we would sit with at lunch, and whether we were cool or not. We definitely weren't. We both feared and admired the seniors, the upperclassmen who seemed to have it all together. But even though we're the cool older kids now, a lot of us still face the same feelings of uncertainty that we did as freshmen. Many of us wonder how we will survive at college, whether we will make new friends, and whether we will be able to handle our newfound freedom. There will be no one there to make sure we do our homework, tell us to go to bed on time, or give us an essential question for the day. However, I'm sure you all agree that the class of 2010 is one of the most intelligent, dedicated, and talented group of people that Flower Mound High School has ever seen, and I know that you all will be successful in whatever you wish to pursue in life. Now, this is the portion of the speech where the valedictorian traditionally gives advice, though I doubt I have any more of life figured out than you all do. What I do know is that there will always be people questioning the decisions you make in life, whether it be the school you attend, the career you pursue, or the friends you wish to associate with. These people will often try to tell you the right way to live your life. These people are often called haters. Remember that it is your life, and only you can decide how to live it. Only you know what your true passions, goals, and interests are. These are the things in life worth going after with everything you got, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's not to say you should never take advice. I am giving advice right now, after all, especially if it's from people who care about you. But ultimately, it's up to you to make your own decisions and your own mistakes. I guess what I'm really trying to say is that you can have a great life or not, Flower Mound. The choice is yours. Congratulations, class of 2010.
Thank you, Holly. At this time, I would like to introduce School Board President, Ms. Carol Kyer, for a few comments.
Thank you, Mr. Moon, for granting me this moment of executive privilege. For the past 9 years, the Louisville Independent School District has been honored to have Dr. Jerry Roy as our superintendent. During his career here, he's made LISD, he's led us to be a recognized district we have 50,000 kids, so that's pretty good. Dr. Roy's retiring this coming school year. So this is his last graduation weekend. He's counting them down. Please join the LISD Board of Trustees in showing our appreciation for all that he has done for the LISD students, staff, and community over the past 9 years in LISD and 38 years in Texas education.
Dr. Roy, I am pleased to present you the senior class of 2010 for Flower Mound High School. There are before us 735 exceptional seniors. I have verified that each of these seniors has met the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and the Louisville Independent School District and should be awarded the appropriate diploma or certificate at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Moon. To you, the Flower Mound High School class of 2010, I extend my warmest congratulations and wishes for a happy and successful future. Ms. Kyer, Mr. Moon has verified these students eligible to receive their diploma or certificate. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and the Louisville Independent School District Board of Trustees, I certify them and their diplomas or certificates are to be granted at this time. Congratulations, Flower Mound.
Holly Elizabeth Kinzer, Andrew Sharma, Brandon Michael Hout, Ivana Subarovic, Alexandra Louise Shurist, John Jacob Peters, Laura Catherine Bentz, Amy Song Chen, Joseph Robert Klein, William Luke Cragen, Ryan Daniel Haynes, Ashley Catherine Wenzel, Manuel Alberto Hernandez, Catherine Su Ling Wong, John Coffin Fisher, Michael Morgan Gorse, Katrina Ann Liebsch, Kyle David Butner, Charles Malcolm Holman, Sandra Hong No, Molly Kate Hill, Robert Louis Zeller, Parth Sanjay Kumar Patel, Aaron Matthew McDermott, Arlo John Hollingshad, Nemosthenes Arthur L. Baker II, Tammy Luong Tan Hong, Kayla Emil Driscoll, William Geisler, Molly A. Hawk, William T. Leach.
Go, Molly.
Kaylee Jo Martinez. Justin Dan Moser. Megan Joanna Phillips. Angelica Victoria Villalobos. Jacob Lee Abbott. Janine Samir Abedrabo. Chanel Francesca Acosta. Connor James Adams. Zach Oliver Adams. Brittany Renee Adkins. Ricardo Aguayo. Jinsuk On. Haley Page Alayan. Kristen Nicole Albritton. Kelsey Michelle Alden. Sarah Christine Alec. Taylor Elizabeth Allen. Eric Edward Allen. Kenneth James Anderson. Emily K. Anderson. Philip Michael Arcee. Tyler Adam Archer. Rachel Lynn Archer. Anthony Michael Arena. Nicole Elaine Artzer. Andrea Lauren Aspenson. Logan Dean Atkins. Brian Joseph Atwood. Stella Ann Alment. Eric Michael Baird. Lauren Elizabeth Baker. John Douglas Ball. Leonardo Ibarra Barbosa. Jim Barty. Spetum Barty. Aubrey Nicole Barnes. Kyle Alden Barnes. Augustin Ezekiel Barzola. Tyler Doran Basham. John Preston Beatty. Alexandria K. Beck. Robert Joseph Becker III. Natasha Marie Belknap. Catherine Ann Bell. Jillian Kathleen Bell. Nikki Renee Bergeson. Devin Alexandra Bernal. Baskin Orion Betzworth. Philip Obi Bieni. Kimberly Nicole Burchett. Brady Ellison Burge. Kevin Thomas Bishop. Connor Spencer Bitten. Chelsea Paige Blake. Raymond Alfred Blanchett. Michael Andrew Blasco. Anastasia Nicole Boxtiegel. Christopher Matthew Boyce. Brandon Robert Bonds. Gabriel Zane Boogert. Katie Winona Bossard. Victoria Elizabeth Boughton. Shelby Elaine Bowen. J. Thomas Bowers, Anna Marie Boyd, Jamie Tyler Bradfield, Laura Shea Bradford, David Michael Brandt, Stephen Michael Braun, Seth Taylor Breeden, Corinthia Ivy Brenner, Katie Marie Bryce, Victoria Lynn Brigance, Michael Douglas Briggs, Elizabeth Ann Britton, Jessica Suzanne Britz, Joshua David Broadbent, Reed Allen Broussard, Kelsey Marie Brown, Daniel J. Brown, Stephen Daniel Bruce, Jessica Marie Buckner, Michael Anthony Bueno, Colby Shane Bull, Logan Patrick Burgess, Courtney Marie Burke, Tyler Raymond Burns, Caroline Aya Bush, Terry Marshall Butler, Alexander Ryan Camp, Zachary Young Cannon, Michael William Canova, Preston Jacob Anderson Caps, Amanda May Capua, Zachary Brandon Carlisle, Catherine Grace Carlton, Evan Michael Carr, Charles Clinton Castle, Kevin Wortham Castillo, Alexandra Elizabeth Ceniceros, Caitlin Ray Chandler, Devin Z. Chang, Matthew Joseph Charnock, Kevin David Choate, Matthew Thomas Clark, Meredith Page Clark, Paul Allen Clark III, Shannon Nicole Clark, Tyler Gordon Clements, Brianna Lise Cloutier, Ashley Allison Clyde, Jesse Alexander Cobb, Nicholas Adam Kofer, Cameron Alexander Coffey, Adam Brett Cohen, Jesse Daniel Cohen, Michael Gerard Coleman II, Andrew Blake Collins, Jesus Robert Colorado, Chase Michael Colvin, Celeste Cherie Conroy, Jessica Sue Converse, Jessica Marie Cooksey, John Donnie Cooper, Ryan Christopher Cooper, Ashley Renee Corbett, Crystal Brienne Corley, Alicia Marie Cortez, Paul Christopher Cote, Allison Michelle Counts, Lauren Gail Coursey, Elliot Hannum Covington, Jacob Edward Cox, Patrice Amanda Kraft, Zachary Robert Kress, Melody Joy Criswell, Jeffrey Michael Cross, Jadis Ray Crowley, Corbin Charles Culata, Rachel Christine Cunningham, Zachary Curran, Grant Carsons Currans, Tristan Joseph Currans, Kayla Lauren Curry, Andrew Alexander Joseph Dane, Mason Densmore Daniel, Lindsay K. Davenport, Barton Trevor Davis, Brittany Sharon Davis, Shannon Joe Davis, Stephen Edward Davis Jr., L. Brianna DeFreitas, Patricia de la Cruz del Beria, Nathan Allen Lauder, Nicolette Delia, Anne Victoria Del Señor, Brittany Lane Dennis, Jason Lee Dial, Thomas Owen Dick, Kristen Elizabeth Dilla, Melissa Lee Dillard, Jacob Malley Scott DiNicola, Laura Kathleen Dinnan, Jessica Briere Disabella, Douglas Wayne Dolly, Catherine Rose Danino, Rebecca Ann Doran, Kelly Elizabeth Downs, Alexander Earl Drake, Jonathan Valoria Dumlau, Corinne Lindley Dwyer, Courtney Diane Edgren, Darlise Marie Edwards, Joshua Isaac Edwards, Matthew James Egbaum, Matthew Jeffrey Elgire, Jonathan L. Corey, Jordan Marie Ermold, Alexander Anthony Esposito, McKenna Joy Everett, Susan Omalola Falola, Roberto Adrian Faz, Julie Bain Fetzko, Shauna Alexandra Ferguson, Nicholas Andrew Fields, Devin Natalie Fincher, Alexis Caroline Fleming, Alyssa Monique Flores, Darian John Flores, Brooke Larissa Beth Forrest, Cody Thomas Fowler, Rachel Diane Freeman, Lauren Christine Nicole Fry, Seth Harrison Frisbee, Kelsey Lee Fugere, Morgan Michelle Fulgham, Blake Patrick Fullenwider, Elise Anna Fuller, Gordon Stewart Fulton, Arseni Munib Bedala, Austin Samuel Gomez, Cody Allen Garrison, Cody Allen Gatlin, Kelly Ryan Gazzola, Samantha Lynn Gazzola, Heather Elizabeth Gee, Lydia Rachel Gellis, Jacob Julian Gerendale, Julian Giuseppe Jerzanik, Ronnie Ramsey Grazie. Hannah Lane Gibson. Jamila Nyasha Gilliam. Marie Carolyn Jafrida. Emily Elizabeth Jericio. Rachel Marie Glockenmeyer. Allison Renee Goad. Daniel Robert Gamal. Nathaniel Michael Goodrich. Brittany Lee Gordon. Drew Allen Graft. Mason Wynn Graves. Tyler Walter Gray. Justin Glenn Green. Darren Michael Green. Alexandra Christine Green. Kaylee Jordan Greenlee. Leah Beth Grimes. Alexander John Gunter. Ankita Gupta. Madison S. Hack. Cody Alexander Haddock. Jacob Andrew Hafley. Chastity Lane Haft. Neha Hyder. Jacob Henry Heimowitz. Jordan Xavier Hall. Courtney Lee Hall. Michael John Halligan II. Sarah Noel Hamill. Jacob Brian Hammonds. Natalie Ann Hammis. Luke Patrick Hampton. Daniel Kyung Han. Scott William Hancox. Michael Ryan Hand. Catherine Charlotte Hanna. Alicia Renee Hargrove. Angela K. Hart. Christopher Robin Hart. Matthew Gregory Hart. Shannon Michelle Hart. Thomas Aaron Hart. Nathan Joseph Hartsfeld. Cassandra Renee Harwell. Stacy Lynn Hatton. Janae Rochelle Hogue. James Scott Hawes. Clinton Lee Hawkins. Cameron John Hedblum. Carly Lynn Hollanay. Austin Shane Henderson. Holly Ann Henderson. Hope Lynn Henkelman. Robert James Hernandez. Mallory Houston Heron. Michael Alexander Hyen. Victoria Ray Hill. Keisuke Michael Hirayama. Jason Hai Wong. Joseph Tyler Hoffman. Megan Elizabeth Hogarth. James Allen Honeycutt. Elizabeth Marie Hooks. Deborah Kai Kano Horakami. Hogan Allen Hostas. Harmony Ann Houston. Amber Nicole Howard. Stephen Michael Howe. Amanda June Howell. Christian Patrick Howell. Cole Spencer Hubbard. Matthew Ford Hunter. Natalie Brooke Hughes. Kanize Sakina Hussein. Megan Lynn Truk Tan Nu Hui. Corey Evan Hyder. Michael James Iarusi. Victoria Elizabeth Iverson. Connor Matthew Jackson. Alan Z. Jacob. Zachary Edward Jaffe. Jordan Marie Jennings. Matthew Joel Jernigan. Caroline April Jimerson. Hunter Allen Johnson. Kayla Danielle Johnson. Ryan M. Johnson. Ryan Taylor Johnson. Amy Lauren Jones. Brock Houston Jones. Chandler Ann Jones. Piper Laurie Jones. William Hunter Jones. Francois Monique Gerardo. Carly Jo Couts. Maximilian Joseph Keller. Cameron Enrique Kelly. Bryce Jasper Kelling. Sam Wilson Kellogg. Christopher Matthew Scott Key. Jake Edward Kiley. Sahyan Kim. Michelle C. Kimbrell. Taylor Danielle Kirby. McKaylee Ann Klein. Emily Megan Knox. Lena Coe. Bree Ann Koch. Haley Ann Krantz. Kayla Nicole Kraus. William Alexander Kunman. Sorry. Kayla Shea Kuski. Houston Kwan. William Francis Kyer. Jessica Rose Labasco. Stephen James LaCour. Robert Benson Laffin. Jason Patrick Lako. Amanda Noel Lancaster. Venkatesh Lenka. Sawyer Lynn Lay. Stephen Alexander Lamance. Trenton Ross Lane. Laura Tian Lee. Mark Anthony Leon Guerrero. Dylan Prescott Lewis. Paul S. Lin. Stephanie Huzi Ling. Sarah Danielle Lisbona. Dylan Wayne Loftus. Samuel James Long. Alec Roland Longoria. Colton Ryan Love. Jonathan Russell Love. Shelby Caitlin Lovejoy. Hope Elizabeth Loy. Philip Richard Lozano. Megan Kathleen Lumbra. Kimberly Alyssa Lyles. Callie Hope Lynch. Jeffrey Edward Moss. Christopher Ryan Machelski. Dylan George McGee. Alexander Wilson Malamut. Blake Michael Manor. Zachary Edward Mans. Edward James Mara. Nicholas David Marshallek. Thomas Lawrence Martin. John Lawrence Martin III. Emily Elizabeth Martin. Daphne Nicole Martin. Savannah Ray Martinez. William Robert Massey II. Sean Babu Matthew. Samantha Ann Maddox. Brianna Rose Mayer. Laura Elizabeth McCoy. Megan Elyn McCrae. Joseph Coleman McDowell. James Robert McGuire Jr. Caitlin Rebecca McKinley. Nicholas Patrick McMahon. Cody Charles McNeese. Benjamin Townsend McRae. Michael Harry McWhorter. Jessica Christine Marger. Matthew Christopher Megason. Lincoln Benjamin Meisner. Jacob Matthew Mellitz. Bridget Farland Menard. Emily Marie Mendoza. Nicole Ann Messick. Connor Nicholas Metzger. Andrew Lyons Meyer. Jessica Louise Meyer. Barrett McKay Mick. Hunter Scott Miller. Molly Ann Miller. Nathan Allen Miller. Patrick Lee Miller. Rachel Ann Miller. Michael Calvin Millett. Brian Glenn Mills. Jacob Gabriel Mills. Krista Lee Mitchell. Allison Laura Moffett. Sarah Elizabeth Moffett. Reagan Danielle Montero. Caitlin Taylor Moore. Christopher Don Moore. Jamie Lee Moore. Samuel Everett Moore. Ethan Sean Moran. Christina Marie Morrow. Taylor Drew Molnix. Jason Patrick Mulvaney. Lindsay Allison Mummy. Aaron Christian Munoz. Blaze William Murphy. Alex John Neal. Cameron Beckham Neal. Paige Alexis Nelson. Callie Ann Nimunitis. Jake Thomas Newton. Mallory Ann Nicholson. Katrina Priscilla Nigro. Adrian Nunez. Brandon Lee Obar. Katie Nicole Obanowski. Sean Kevin Oner. Matthew Patrick O'Hara. Caitlin Lindy Oya. Lauren Nicole Oliver. Brianna Sumner O'Neill. Alexis Ann Orcutt. Brooks Allen O'Rear. Ryan Orr. Devon Faith Orsini. Rosemary Ogechi Osandu. Decker Abraham Oob. Reese M. Overstreet. Jonathan Ross Overy. Andrew James Owen. Nicole Antoinette Owens. Andrew Michael Owens. Brianna Lee Painter. Taylor Bryce Palladino. Alyssa Marie Palatella. Monica Patricia Palomo. Christina Marie Paralitici. Corey Jacob Paris. Yu Jung Park. Keaton Todd Parker. Lucas Wayne Parrish. Stephen Luke Parton. James George Pastor. Sarah Catherine Patterson. Hannah Glenn Patillo. Kenneth Garrett Pattinson. Tennille Alina Pavao. Austin Rogers Payne. J. Brian Payne. Christian Jared Payne. Jennifer Danielle Pearson. Kevin Peng. Jacob Eugene Peraza. Nicholas Alexander Pereda. Gabriela Lacera Pereira Light. Melissa Kate Perkins. Matthew Alexander Peterson. Cody Hero Peterson. Natalie Lynn Peterson. Nicholas Frank Petkus. Alexander O'Neill Fonque. Drew Hadley Phillips. Mariana Rose Picardi. Lucas Piedrarida. Sean Christopher Pinard. Kevin Michael Pinney. Joseph Robert Pint. Krista Marina Plessa. Nicholas Anthony Polishek. Rohit Venkata Pusarla. Ryan Thomas Popescu. Karen Peloz. Colton J. Pound. Shelby Lynn Powell. Brendan Lee Proct. Robin Pratt. Wesley Marshall Prescott. Quentin Lawrence Presley. Taryn Alexi Prock. David Austin Pride. Brooklyn Amber Pulley. Stephen Philip Putnam. Alyssa Nicole Quinones. Nathan John Rabley. Dana F. Ramstad. Anna Marie Rather. Mitchell Glenn Roush. Andrew Christopher Rawson. Paloma Reboleda Martinez. Megan Camille Redfern. Samantha Rachel Reeder. James Everett Reeder. Drew Agens Ryder. Dylan Michael Renbarger DeWolf. Lauren Marie Reyes. David J. Ree. Brandon Taylor Rhodes. Zachary Lauren Robinson. Chad Allen Rockwell. Stephanie Scott Rogers. Lauren Marie Roll. Tyler James Rosenkrantz. Nicole Lauren Rothfield. Randy Ian Roundtree. Allison Lane Roselle. Taylor James Rubeck. Megan Kathleen Ruger. Caitlin Marie Rush. Carrie Lee Rush. Alex Joseph Seletric. Tommy Anti Salmi. Jenna Ann Sanchez. Kendall Lane Sapp. Catherine Miriam Sarkosh. Caitlin Mackenzie Sayers. Joseph Sebastian Schaefer II. William Scott Schimmel, Derek John Scheppel, Esther Elise Schwendeman, Shannon Lee Sybeck, Alex Michael Scott, Matthew Reed Scott, Tyler E. Scott, Jack Edward Sears, Tatum Janae Selby, Emily Abigail Self, Audrey Dale Sharp, Cassandra Lauren Shaw, Evan Rogers Sheldon, Christopher Allen Shelton, Lene Francis Ann Sherwin, Derek Stanton Sherwood, Alexandria Blake Schoberg, Matthew Jeffrey Schuster, Derek Keith Seiler, Keithlyn Marie Silvis, Jacob Evan Simmons, Chase Lee Simpson, Ryan Mark Simpson, Hannah Elizabeth Sinclair, Mallory Suzanne Singleton, Mallory Ann Scugan Kelly, Christopher Robert Slocum, Jennifer Sue Sloma, Ryan Matthew Small, Tamisha Lachey Smallwood, Jacob Quinn Smeaton, Charles Gordon Smith, Jesse Daniel Smith, Joshua Brandon Smith, Melissa Louise Smith, Lainey Ann Snyder, Jonathan Adam Soulsby, Madison Christine Serrano, Ruben Dion Soto, Marissa Ryan Spencer, Daniel Christian Sposato, Edward Stafford St. John, Morgan Marie Stamm, Matthew Wallace Stanley, Christy Ann Steckline, Caitlin Joe Steele, John Alexander Steimer, Brady Michelle Stevenson, Travis Lee Stevens, Jeremy Ethan Stewart, Miranda Erin Stewart, Rachel Elizabeth Sticka, Stephanie Erin Street, John Garrett Strickler, Michael Ryan Strodman, Matthew David Strong, Adam Kincaid Stewart, Austin Michael Stook, Cody Russell Subergaby, Caroline J. Sue, Stephen Alandry Sumter, Christina Marie Sutton, Patricia Naomi Suzuki, Matthew Taylor Svak, Michael Robert Swayhart, Whitney Nicole Swimilar, Peyton Blaine Tabor, Ariana Talafar, Jessica Nicole Tamez, Trent M. Taylor, Jill Michelle Tripolowski, Sarah Ann Thurwanger, Brandon Reed Thomas, Christine Alexis Thomas, Michelle Angeline Thomas, Joel Daniel Thompson, Kirsten Ingrid Thompson, Samantha Alexandra Thompson, Taylor Lauren Tejan, Mark Anthony Torres, Timothy Austin Toops, Jeremy Thomas Tufnell. Haley Jordan Tyler. Jennifer Kelsey Ulrich. Joseph Gray Valdez. Kyle Edward Valdez. Danny Johns Valverde. Dexter Corey Van Ness. Caitlin Elizabeth Van Wee. Brittany Taylor Van Arsdale. Ryan Alexander Verdeen. Ethan Matthew Vertel. Jesse Ray Vigil. Mary Elizabeth Villarreal. Claudia Boyku. Evan Richard Bourne. Casey Nicole Vrooman. Austin Singh Wadva. Andrew Jordan Wagner. Travis Sean Walker. Hillary Paige Walker. Robert Benjamin Wallace. Matthew Paul Walter. Christina Elise Wan. Drew Carl Watkins. Nicholas Gregory Watkins. Nicholas Cole Watson. Claire Lorraine Webb. Camille Renee Webb. Zachary Joseph Weber. Casey Nicole Weeks. Jason Robert Wendler. Carrie Lynn West. Alexandra Allison Weshy. Emily Jean Weimer. Ryan Grayson Watley. Elizabeth Mary Whitchurch. Sarah Louise White. Tyler Grant Wickham. Sarah Ashley Wilkie. Francesca Nicole Wilson. Ashley Nicole Wiltsey. Rachel Gale Wyndham. Sean Michael Wise. Ryan Gerard Wojciechowski. Ryan Patrick Wolf. Amy Carhee Wong. Kimberly Blair Wright. Catherine Morgan York. Caleb Seymour Young. Maxfield Keller Young. Thomas Howard Young. Rebecca Therese Zamora. Shelby Noel Zeltman. And Kevin Charles Zimmerman.
At this time, I would like to ask Katrina Litch if she'd bring our closing remarks, please.
As this graduation ceremony comes to a close finally, I would like to thank all our friends and families, especially my own, for attending and supporting us throughout our high school career. Though this chapter of our life is ending, a new unique chapter for all of us is just beginning. I sincerely wish you all the best of luck. Make the most of every opportunity given to you. Some of us may impact an entire nation, but all of us will affect those that we are around, and each of us will leave our own imprint on the world. You are each beautifully and wonderfully made by God. You may not see many of the same faces again after leaving this room, but I pray you will all be appreciative and always remember the people, whether they be peers, teachers, coaches, or family, that have helped shape us into who we are now. And now, as our last official action together as the senior class of 2010, join me as we move our tassels from right to left. Okay. Congratulations, graduates. It's a wonderful life.
Thank you, Katrina. Our benediction will be offered by Sandra No, our senior class vice president, followed immediately by our alma mater performed by the Jaguar Band under the direction of Rob Myers. At this time, would you please stand?
Please bow your heads and join me in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for giving us the courage that got us through the doors as freshmen on our first day of high school, for giving us the endurance that got us through the past 4 years and through this long ceremony, and for giving us every precious moment in between. I pray that the Flower Mound class of 2010 will take from their experiences here both the good and the bad and go on to have a prosperous future. We ask that you continue to bless us as we have turned our tassels and as we prepare to turn the page into the next chapter of our lives. In your name we pray, amen. Congratulations, class 2010.
On behalf of Flower Mound High School, we want to wish the class of 2010 all the best that life has to offer. Friends and guests, please remain seated as our band now begins the recessional.
Thank you.